as we see TLO's forces just massing up down here by this tower. And oh, those poor little larvae. As Dimaga just massing up here as well. So we have a 126 to a 134 army. TLO starting to push out and get ready to go up. These Hellions just coming up to scout out a little bit ahead of time here, doing a lot of nice damage to those Zerglings as we see a massive, how many queens? Oh my goodness, look at this, 8, 9, 10 queens out here, just going to be going to Transfuse City here and just doing as much damage as possible to these Vikings. Just, oh, look at this nice surround here from the from the Zerglings on the Vikings, and just forcing TLO back with just queens, a massive amount of queens, might I say, and a lot of Zerglings. The Zerglings are starting to amass here, seeing that planetary fortress, of course, here. Oh, a lot of splash damage coming from that planetary fortress, which could force Dimaga to fall back as we move ahead here. And again, just biding his time. Dimaga just going forward slowly but surely. TLO just sending out one Viking just to kind of scout out and see what's going on here. Landing all of them, getting ready for some kind of ground attack from Dimaga. Just building up another command center. Probably going to go maybe for another planetary fortress as we move ahead here. And it looks like just starting to go ground army heavy here now, bringing everything to the ground. Of course, this guy has to look at all these banelings in the background here. Going to try and do some kind of blow up as we move on. Oh, just getting through. Do we get some through? Look at these banelings trying to attack endlessly on this planetary fortress. Planetary fortress goes down. Oh my goodness, that is just amazing. All those banelings coming in and taking it out. As we go on here, all these queens just starting to push TLO back. This is turning the tide in Dimaga's favor as he's bringing that expansion back here and this expansion down here at the gold. We will start seeing Dimaga get ahead again on the gold, as this command center is probably going to maybe go down. I would say push that in there, take these queens in, and just go to town on that command center. Not a whole lot of units back here for TLO right now, as we're seeing the centrifugal hooks coming down for those banelings. Going to see a very nice speed here as TLO is getting a nice batch of intel on that, and just seeing all those units coming down as that Overseer now sees that Banshee. Banshee just coming back, and he did his job. And we do see this command center just almost done. We'll probably see that going up, but we do have a Behemoth reactor. Will that? Yeah, we do have some battle cruisers coming up inside TLO's base. A lot of two battle cruisers coming out for TLO, as it looks like we're getting ready to start the next advance here on the attack. That command center does pull back and getting ready to land down here on this expansion. We do have, oh, look at all these queens. Oh my goodness, we're almost at 16 queens. Getting this around on the base, lifting off. Of course, these queens going to make swift work on this command center as we move forward. Of course, no creep here right now, as we do see slow motion. Of course, just pulling back, getting back onto that creep, knowing that he has no advantage off the creep right now. Going to be very slow as possible. Of course, these battle cruisers, I'm not sure if that's going to be a big help here against all these queens. Of course, TLO could do just some kind of backdoor maneuver here. Oh, it does look like TLO's doing some kind of backdoor maneuver here, going in with two battle cruisers, Banshee, and a lot of Vikings just going to start going. And of course, seeing this, Dimaga can see all of this through the center, going after all of these overlords. Going to start thinning down. Yeah, we are supply block now on Dimaga's side as he starts coming in here, going to take out all of these overlords. Oh, forcing Dimaga to go in. This one queen in here, that's about all he's got. Forcing, oh my goodness, forcing Dimaga to come in here. Not going to be looking very pretty here, as all these Zerglings, all these banelings just starting to come in, going to try and bust this whole wall up here. Oh, just going in here as we do have these Vikings coming in here. All these queens transfusing, trying to do what they can. A battle cruiser in here trying to do some burning damage to these queens, and of course Dimaga just coming in here now, going to take out what is available in this wall. And another battle cruiser up here just trying to do what he can, but I don't know if he's going to have enough firepower here to take out all of these Zerglings as we move in here. And it's just a battle to the death as we move on here. Vikings just coming in, going to try and do what he can. We do see a lot of just going at it here, as we do have a couple Vikings coming in here, but I don't think they're going to be up in time. Oh, we do have two battle cruisers up now, pushing back these Zerglings. Oh my goodness, this is just amazing, a crazy game here, as we do have one battle cruiser now up. Nothing being made by Dimaga. Dimaga just done, not done, but just very slow here, as we do have, oh my, 19 Hydrals being built here. just building up as fast as possible. Zergling's coming in, trying to do what he can. Vikings just coming in here, doing as much damage as he possibly can as well. Going to try and take out all these Overlords, but of course these Hydras just coming in. Another Hydraless Cavern being built. And wow, this is just a lot of action happening in here as we are having everything come back into Dimaga's base. We're just doing a really big push here. Look at all these Hydras, though. Really massing up the Hydras. This battlecruiser is probably going to be going down all maxed out on the weapons here, on the air units, as just being pushed back by a simple batch of Hydras. And now just coming into this expansion, going to try and take out this Hydraless Cavern. Oh, maybe not taking out that Hydraless Cavern. I would imagine he would be doing that, but doing another Fusion Core, getting ready just to build some more battlecruisers, it looks like, for TLO, and taking this hatchery out as these Hydras now coming around to do some kind of damage to the units of TLO, as TLO now going down into this expansion, going to try and do what he can to this expansion, but I think these Hydras might be able to do enough damage. Yeah, going to take down that battlecruiser, as we do have a couple Vikings coming down here, going to be probably taken out by these by all these units as these Hydras now coming down, forcing Dimaga to get out, or forcing TLO to get out of there. And again, look at this nice speed coming up from these Hydras, going to be going after this battlecruiser. Yeah, there they go. They stop now, going to be going after that battlecruiser and start taking them out. Just amazing speed on those Hydras, but look at the burning damage going down on those Hydras as more come in. Yamato Cannon blows up before the Yamato Cannon can go down. As we do see some SCVs now coming up here, trying to do some. Whoa! Look at that speed come down from those. Oh wow, that is just amazing. As we do have more, Vikings. We do have a couple. Oh my gosh, Banshees coming down here now just to push back these Hydras. No Overseer in the midst here. Just gonna go out and scan now with those, as we are gonna probably try and scout out and play a little game of chess here now as we go on. We do have a battlecruiser down here going to be taken out by all of these Hydras. If it can get it. Oh! Wow. Look at that 9 HP. Crazy, as now we do have these two Banshees out here with not enough energy to cloak. As this expansion is coming up here, we look at the income. The income is pretty low now. Look at that. But of course, Dimaga is a little bit ahead as we are bringing out a couple more Banshees just to get out of there. But these Overseers going to make short work of that, as this one Banshee now coming in, seeing this expansion totally mined out. Going to go after that Evo Chamber just in case he's going for some upgrades. It looks like going now for this to start the Rock, trying to push in. Of course, these Banshees with this Overseer now, pushing back the Banshees as we move in here. But oh, that Overseer getting taken out. Going to do some damage here. Going to try to take down this Destructible Rock. The Destructible Rock's almost down. This one poor Zergling just here all alone, just doing what he can to take down those rocks. Going to be taken down, of course, by those Banshees. Oh wow, this is just pretty crazy. This is a pretty crazy game. I think everybody can agree here that this is just a lot of action. As we're moving on here, and Destructible Rock's going to be taken down. Finally, Hydra's now coming into the mix here, going to try and take out what he can of these Vikings. This Viking's very low on the HP, pushing back. And of course, these Banshees just cloaking up. But of course, this Overseer seeing that, being able to take him out. As we do have a couple more Banshees being built up here. Nice Yamato Cannon coming out here. On that, of course, not a whole lot of damage being done there, as these Hydras are being pushed back. We do have some Hellions up here now, going to try and do some harassment on these Hydras. But I don't know if TLO can hold this out, of course, because look at this map control here by Dimaga now, splitting up the forces. TLO being split up here now, of course. We do have a couple battlecruisers here with a lot of damage to them. But again, as I said, Dimaga really showing a lot of map control here, having most of the map, and still having an expansion to spare here as we move on. And just taking out a Viking as it was coming out to just see what's going on. But wow, just look at that crazy amount of Hydras just coming back and forth, just doing a little bit of a dance move here, playing a game of chess now, coming in here, going to try and take out these Vikings. Yeah, they can easily take those Vikings. Look at that, little 4 HP coming in here now. This is pretty much the Lich King, the last big battle, I would imagine here. That if TLO can hold this off, he is very well off here. But if those battlecruisers are starting to go down for the mass amount of Hydras here, TLO just, I don't think he'll have anything to withstand this now. Just going to start taking down these starports, the big producing units of his strategy this game. and just starting to take him down and pushing TLO back. He doesn't have much to expand on here as we're going on, and just taking out these refineries, and he's definitely having control of this area. Again, this command center, orbital command, just pushing back and just kind of waiting now, as we do have Dimaga just sitting here with a bunch of units, and I wouldn't be surprised if you just come down here and build something just right away, just to kind of stop, yeah, there we go, stop TLO from even expanding here, and of course now really pushing TLO back. We look at the income, definitely ahead here with harvesters and with production. And now going with tanks, gonna really go here. Oh, this may be a bad position here, but oh, taking out a nice bunch of hydras here as we move on. And again, look at this crazy positioning here with all this creep, just being able to really hold it off here. Just scanning now to take out what he can on the creep here. And again, just pushing Dimaga back, but Dimaga really having map control here. I mean, it all comes down to map control, and now having a nice placement here with his tanks, but it may be too little too late here in this game for TLO as we move on. His hatchery almost done. Positioning up his tanks, could move him up a little bit farther just to get that hatchery going down, but it doesn't look like much happening here on this end. I think Dimaga was thinking something was going to be coming around, taking out that hatchery, starting to go forward here, and just waiting for the end to come, I think. As I mean, just look at this massive amount of hydras. Of course, these tanks could do a lot of damage if placed correctly by TLO. Almost looks like a smiley face here as we reach what could be the last battle of the game. Splitting up his hydras, going around in an arc, as we are not going to see, yeah, there's a GG from TLO as these tanks go out, and that last battlecruiser goes down. So really nice game here. Really, really nice active game. And wow, just Dimaga showing domination on this map, being able to take this whole side and just push TLO back. So really great game. We'll see you guys for game number 3.